Hello, hello, collective. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Tuesday, and as well, welcome back to my channel, Meaningful Intuitive Guided Tarot. Before we get started into you guys' weekly reading, I just want to say that yesterday I made several attempts. I was supposed to bring you guys your weekly reading starting from yesterday, the 17th, that Monday. But I was having some little health issues where my sugar did not want to cooperate with me. It kept dipping down, and I was afraid to come and film, and knowing that my energy with my sugar dipping down would be low. So I apologize that I wasn't able to come to you yesterday to start off your weekly reading. But nonetheless, we are still in a new week. And just because we will be one day short, I still will be giving you guys your collective general weekly reading. It's just that the date will record from today. So this will be from today, Tuesday, October 18th through October 21st. So you're still going to get your full weekly reading, because basically with readings, it's all about energy. The date don't per se really make an impact, but it's the energies that will still be around and still present and still fresh. Even if it is a day late coming to you, the energies is still very much active. Okay, so just a side note. But anyway, like I said, I apologize for that. So with that being said, everyone, let us get started. As always, we always like to just let our audience know that all readings will not resonate. You take the parts that do, and the ones that don't, leave it to your fellow viewers. But right off the bat, as I did pull your cards, your reading yesterday, as I said, an attempt to do so, I still kept the cards because, like I said, it still is the energy. And right off the bat, I do know that this reading will not resonate with probably most of you, maybe a portion of you. So those that are single, for sure, it's not going to resonate for my single people out there. But if you are in a committed relationship, but more if you are married, this reading will be for you. Okay, so I just want you to know that. So if you're single, this won't be the reading for you. But feel free, if you so choose, to still, if you want to still, listen to it, by all means. Okay, so with that being said, in addition to that, you guys, the overall energy vibe, the main message here for this reading is let go, move on for your inner peace. Okay, so that was the main message for your reading moving ahead. And as always, I pre-shuffle and I pull out cards as well before we get into your tarot reading. I do pull out your Bullseye card, which also influence the rest of your reading with your tarot moving ahead, which comes as your Bullseye card, which, like I said, will influence your reading. And so the card that was pulled was Peace. It says, I am being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay, so this is your Bullseye card for this week, and it's about peace. Okay, and so before we get into your reading, we are going to go and we're going to read about what is it that you have to be at peace with, or what and how will peace influence the rest of your reading going forward. Okay, so it says, this is a gentle reminder that balance in the mind is imperative in order for your soul to live its true nature. At this time in your life, you are to learn the value of peace and quiet and the joy of being still. One can never be truly connected to the source when the mind is engaged with unneeded chatter. Look around your life and be conscious of what elements are taking you away from the peaceful nature of your soul. Who or what is interrupting this solitude? It is time to reconcile past hurts and perceived injustices. Your peace may also be fostered by changing your outside view. Create harmony around you physically with order and calm. Trust the voice of your higher self to create an environment in which you can truly be in tune with your soul. So guys, the message here is about peace, but it's peace with, first and foremost, peace with yourself, peace with your peace of mind, and peace in your environment, your home, the physical aspects of having peace. And if there is other people in that environment at home with you, it's even more crucial. So what does this all mean? And why in particular did I say that this reading will be for those who are in a marriage? Well, because the cards that came out, let's go into your cards before we get into it. The cards that came out was the Sun, which is the major arcana. In your second position, you have the Six of Cups. In your third position, you have the Knight of Cups. In your second row, you have the Three of Swords. In your fourth position, you have the Six of Wands. And then in your last position, in the sixth position, you have the Ten of Swords. Okay? And then, of course, toward the end, we will clarify 3 cards that will clarify the energies from each row. Okay? So, at times, as I said, and I always have to say this, some readings I will come out of sequence of how the cards is laid out, and then sometimes I will probably stay on sequence. With this spread, I am going to come out of sequence, okay? Because the energy currently is what is currently going on with some of you. And that takes me to the Three of Swords. So when I mentioned about this particular reading being for my married couples out there, some of you are dealing with a hurt right now. You're dealing with pain. You are dealing with very much, you're very hurt due to someone that has hurt you. So if this is a feminine energy that has been hurt very badly due to infidelity, because this reading is going to be very direct, where it's just going to get to the point of what is taking place, of what I see. Generally, I don't do love readings, but at the same time, whatever comes out, I do have to interpret what and how I intuitively read the cards. But directly, some of you are dealing with a spouse that has been unfaithful. So there's infidelity that is going on at this time. So again, if this is the feminine energy that is dealing with this, or it could be the masculine that is dealing with this, that your spouse, your feminine energy, your other person has stepped outside of the marriage and has been unfaithful. And dealing with this, some of you now, I feel that some of you might have just recently dealt with this, or it could be a portion of you. This is for the parts that resonate. So some of you, this might be currently going on. This is like a situation that is still going on. But for some of you, it might be something that has already happened, and you're trying to figure out what you should do. So this is like something that maybe have happened in the past, and maybe for some of you, you've been able to move on. So which means one of you left out of the house to move on, to get away, to put closure on that marriage. For some of you, I feel that you are still with that person, living in under the same roof. So basically, this is about letting go and moving on. Some of you are still with this person that has hurt you, okay? So this can be for the masculine energy, this can be for the feminine energy. You are at crossroads, so you're trying to make a decision. But in making that decision, as long as you are holding off and putting back making that decision, your inner peace is being disrupted, because there's perhaps arguing, perhaps there's been some physical fights. But even if it hasn't gone to that extent, the fact of the matter is it's disrupting your peace of mind. we should never, ever, at no point, be in an environment where our peace of mind is compromised, okay? Because our home is the last place we want disruption. Our home is our sanctuary, right? And that is where we look to get peace. That is where we look to get away from the outside world. So it's like you're going outside to deal with whatever unpeaceful situations is going on, but then to bring that same type of energy into your own space, into your own environment, it doesn't work. So the energy of this reading is calling for somebody, one of you, to make a decision, because if not, not only will things get worse, but mentally it's taking a toll on you. Sometimes the mind can drain us. It doesn't even have to be physical. Sometimes it's the mind. When our peace is disrupted, our mind can be totally drained, where we become very much tired because we can't think. And this is where I think some of you are at this point where you can't think. You're at crossroads and you are not, now whether it's because you have nowhere to go, or maybe I don't think some of you is thinking that you will see if it's going to work, if you can reconcile, because the hurt is very bad, okay? But because the Three of Swords is there, above it in the first row, going back to your first row, which is your dominant card, this is not the energy currently. This is your first card that led your tarot reading, which is the Sun. The Sun is an energy that heals. So although you are dealing with this hurt, you will get past this. You will begin to heal and you will be able to move on. The question is when. So as I said, this will be direct. And so for those of you that this does resonate with, you have to make a decision, okay? At the end, it doesn't pay to be able to keep yourself in a situation, an environment where there's no peace, where there's bickering, arguing. Even if there's silent treatment, still it bothers you. It's internal. Why let yourself go through that when there can be a simple resolution? And I know that might sound cliche. It's like, well, it's better said than done, because now I have to find somewhere to go. Now where I move, maybe it's taking me further away from where I work. So there's a lot of things that, yes, you do have to factor in. But the main focus and the main message of the moral of all of this here, basically, is to make a decision. I feel at this point, I don't even need to look at the cards anymore, because now I'm stepping out of just being wise and just kind of helping someone out there that needs to hear this, that at the end of the day, your peace of mind is what matters, okay? And like I said, sometimes when we have been hit hard in a situation, in a marriage where someone has stepped out, and the thing about it as well is what I picked up, and actually that will be the clarifying cards toward the end. I do want to go into the rest of your cards. So like I said, some of you are definitely dealing with this kind of pain. But I feel that some of you will eventually make that decision and you will begin to walk away, because you do have the Ten of Swords here. As painful and hurtful as it is, some of you will be able to have the strength to move on and walk away. I have a bit of elements here. So we have a little bit of air energy. So some of you might be of air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who is dealing with this situation. Some of you might be of fire energy. We do have the Six of Wands here. We also have Cups energy here. Cups is the water sign. Some of you might be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. As I said, it's just very blatant and very I can't emphasize enough, because to me, like I said, this reading is very Pacific, and there's a Pacific message behind all of this. At the end of the day, you guys make the final decisions, and the choices that you make for your lives and what it is and how you choose to go about. But when it comes to one's own inner peace, the message here is, I am being of love and I release all negative energy. And that's what it is about. Because when you allow yourself to remain in a situation that your peace is disturbed, now you are putting yourself also absorbing negative energy. So the person that have stepped out of the marriage, they at this time is holding on to toxic energy. They have already, engaged in the shadow self, because being unfaithful, that's not a positive action on their part. That is something that they have done that was very wrong. No justification whatsoever. However, again, like I said, I can't tell you what to do. If you see the need to move on, to forgive, and to try to forgive the person, by all means. However, if you have decided, or if you're thinking that this hurt is too much to bear, then you have the other choice to be able to make a decision that at the end of the day, it will bring you a sense of peace for yourself. But again, it's kind of tricky, because when it comes to marriage, I always say, if it's a situation where there is no abuse, because I don't condone and I don't support physical abuse, because that now taps into another whole nother, type of energy in the choices that you make behind that. But if this is a situation that you can forgive, move on, maybe get counseling, and try to save your marriage, by all means, okay? Because we all make mistakes, but again, I'm just reading what your reading is for this week. And so, like I said, some of you are dealing with the situation. I'm going to move down to your clarifier cards. The clarifying cards is about change. So some of you are going to come out of the situation by changing. You are going to move out. And because maybe you guys have decided to talk, and maybe the other person not willing to talk, maybe they're stubborn, maybe they don't feel like they've done anything wrong, and so you realize, this is the best thing to do. So some of you will be physically changing your location to go somewhere else so that you can get that peace of mind that you need and be able to kind of put closure on what has happened. Then you have thief here. Thief is that some of you, thief can be in different forms. It doesn't have to be in terms of someone stealing something from you. But thief energy here can also just mean a loss. So the person that have hurt you have pretty much lost love for you. They have lost any type of wanting to reconcile the marriage with you, because now they have moved on maybe with the other person, okay? And they have become bitter, okay? So this is what you guys are doing. You got family room. Some of you may have even caught your spouse in the act. You come home and you caught them in the act. Again, I'm only reading what I see. So I feel that some of you, when you saw that and walked in on that, that really stung you. That really put a type of energy in you where maybe at that point you was just ready to just go and attack the person, because of what you saw. So this was one of the utmost painful experiences that some of you guys are dealing with, have dealt with. But whether you have dealt with it and moved on, or if you are in the period right now, we are trying to make a decision if you should move on and walk away from it. Again, the moral of this story is you can still forgive. There's a saying, you're not forgiving yourself for the other person. You're forgiving because of yourself. So in other words, it's like, I know that at the end, what they say about karma, everyone there's cause and effect, repercussions. Whatever karmic action that people engage in, whether it be actions that will bring about good karma, or whether it's actions that will bring about bad karma, everyone has to be accountable for their actions. Okay? But in this sense, justice will be served. And you know what they say, what goes around comes around. But in doing that, forgive yourself. Move on and just know that not only will you get your peace of mind, but inside you know that you have done the right thing in terms of making a decision because of who you are. Self-love, okay? This is where self-love will come into play in terms of you making a decision where this person no longer serves you. They are toxic, they are low energy, and if you are a person that is striving to stay positive and to remove yourself from anything that is less than that, then the decision will be a decision that you have made that will be good in the long run, okay, if that makes sense, okay? So aside from that, guys, I want to, let's see. I feel like I wanted to also pull out, I don't see it here. I don't have my angel deck here. But anyway, I just want to just say that I just felt this reading was a little different. Because I know some people, you know, when it comes just keeping it real, I know that things happen in life. Marriage itself is a very, it takes work. And sometimes in life, people do things that they should not do. And in doing so, they hurt the people that they're supposed to love, right? And when people hurt us, when someone steps out of the relationship, step out of a marriage, you know, and they do something like that, that is very hurtful and painful. And sometimes, yes, it hurts us so much where we resent the person and we feel like we can't forgive them because that pain is like a knife that pierces you, right? Just like the Three of Swords here. Three of Swords, it stings, it hurts, it's very piercing to you, to your heart, right? And you say to yourself, how can I ever recover from such pain? Well, like I said, you can always seek counseling. You can seek, you know, some type of therapy to kind of help you get through it because it's not easy. For some, you know, it's like, hey, you know, I forgive you, but I'm out. I'm moving on. So to each his own. At the end of the day, you do make the decision. You have the final choice in what it is that is best for you. But today's reading, you might find is a little bit different because I think I also pulled from just helping you understand that as an empath, I will say this, as an empath, I'm emotionally inclined to sense energies. And so I'm sensing someone's pain out there at this point, that somebody is truly out there that has suffered with this situation. And so I just feel for that person. It may be, like I said, more than one of you that are actually dealing with this situation. But like I said, the most encouraging and the most comforting card in your spread, when it's all said and done, you have the Sun here. This major arcana, the Sun heals all things, okay? You will heal, you will get through it, you will be able to move on, and always know that because of the universal law of attraction and because of free will, that what's meant for you won't pass you by. Always know that if one person wasn't for you, that there will be someone out there for you that will give you the same respect and the same level of dignity and faithfulness that you deserve, okay? Never feel that when one marriage or one relationship fails and it have to end, if you so choose, if the relationship does come to an ending, that it's always, the universe will see that they will bring someone to us, that you will attract the love in the person for you that would give you the same amount of dignity and respect that you need. Whereas you put out, you will receive as well. Okay? And then the next card that you got in your spread was the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is an energy of feeling happy that you actually made the decision to love yourself and to remove yourself from negative energy And at the end, you understood what it meant to bring peace to yourself. Because at the end, if your peace is disrupted and someone else is around you that's disrupting that peace, you have to really ask yourself, is it all worth it? And if the other person is very stubborn to bring peace and to get the help they need, to kind of work things out so that the positive energy can return back to your happy home like it once was. If they are stubborn and they are going the opposite, you're going toward the positive and they are going to the negative, then that will not work. Okay? So that is the reading that I got for you guys. Know that sunny days are ahead. You will conquer this. You will move on. You will find the strength to take the action that you need. You would know. Always know as well, whoever your belief system is, pray to your belief system. Pray to Allah, God, whoever it is that you believe in, the universe, the angels. Know that they're always with you as well. When kind of dealing with these kind of situations in life, to know that they are there, they have your side, and they will always give you the best solution to move ahead. All right? So guys, like I said, this is what I have for you today. If you found this reading was a little different, because I felt it and I know that it's different, I pretty much expressed the energies that was pretty much active in your reading, but I just felt, like I said, drawing, because I'm picking up that someone out there is going through this. And as an intuitive empath, like I said, we absorb energy. Sometimes it's good, but then it's not bad, because then, you know, we have to always be mindful, because that we absorb people's energies. We not only absorb positive energies, but we also absorb negative energies. So that's why we have to always as well cleanse our space and cleanse ourselves. But like I said, if this reading resonated for some of you, please let me know. Drop me a comment to let me know if you're dealing with this. I hope that this video was helpful. As I said, that this was a very specific reading for some of you that is dealing with this situation. If you did like this video, hit that thumbs like button to give me a like. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not. And last but not least, share with your friends and family to get them on board. Even if some of the readings don't resonate, maybe that might be someone that you know that probably it will resonate, and you can put them onto this channel and to look at my other videos. Okay, so guys, until your next weekly reading, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful week ahead. Stay positive. Know that at the end, there's always a solution and there's always a light. And know that you are never alone in making your decisions. Call upon your spiritual source, your belief system, to help you out during these times of pain. You can get through it. You will be okay. All right? Until next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. Bye.